Join me as I challenge myself to read Psalm 91 every day this week for protection and see how it transforms my mindset. Psalm 91 is an incredibly powerful source of protection and comfort in difficult times, and I'm excited to dive into it with you. Many of us face fears and challenges that can be overwhelming, like anxiety about the future or uncertainty about our well-being. We worry about our health, our relationships, and our livelihoods. These fears can be debilitating, causing us to feel trapped and alone. Fear of the unknown can be particularly daunting, making it hard to sleep at night or focus on our daily tasks. We may feel like we're walking through a storm with no end in sight, struggling to find calm in the midst of chaos. Our minds can be filled with worst-case scenarios, making it hard to find peace and tranquility. Psalm 91 speaks directly to these fears, offering a message of divine protection and refuge. The psalmist writes about God being our shield and our shelter, our rock and our salvation. This theme of protection is woven throughout the psalm, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. God is our refuge and our fortress, our stronghold in times of trouble. The psalm also emphasizes the importance of trust, encouraging us to trust in God's goodness and faithfulness. By putting our trust in Him, we can find safety and security, even in the midst of uncertainty. The psalmist assures us that God will cover us with His pinions, and under His wings we can take refuge. As we read through Psalm 91, we're reminded of the incredible promises that God makes to those who trust in Him. He promises to deliver us from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He promises to give us shelter and protection, to keep us safe from harm. This is a powerful message of hope and reassurance, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. The psalm also encourages us to make God our dwelling place, to abide in His presence and find refuge under His wings. By doing so, we can experience a deep sense of peace and security, even in the midst of chaos. Let's take a moment to read a powerful excerpt from Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. These words are a reminder that we can find safety and security in God's presence, that He is our rock and our salvation. The psalm goes on to say, He will cover you with His pinions, and under His wings you may take refuge. This is a beautiful picture of God's protection and care, a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. The psalm also says, You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. This is a promise of peace and reassurance, reminding us that God is with us always. Turning to prayer in Scripture can be a powerful way to find protection and peace of mind. By reading Psalm 91 and other passages of Scripture, we can remind ourselves of God's promises and find comfort in His presence. If you've been inspired by this video, I'd love to hear about your own experiences with prayer in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe for more inspirational content, and let's continue to explore the power of Scripture together.